Hi, welcome back to Otaku Alley. Today we're going to be talking about how not to summon a demon lord. It is quite an interesting animation. It starts off with a guy named Diablo who is summoned by two characters named Rem and Shera. They do a ritual to summon a slave, and apparently Diablo has a magical ring that backfires the enslavement ritual back to them. So they summon him from like Japan, the real world, into a video game that he's playing. And it just goes from there. It gets pretty good. It is a comedy, so like he understands like this world and how it works to a degree because it's a game that he plays, but it's still different. He's still confused about some things. He calls himself the true demon lord, and there's things that happen with Rem and Shera. There is something that main plot that Rem is dealing with herself, and Shera is also dealing with something at the same time. And I feel like the story does both of those really well. It takes time equally with both characters, Rem and Shera. Really well thought out. It's like the first half is about Shera and the second half is about Rem, but they feed you small information about each one throughout. It's a really well put together story. Now, whenever Rem's finally comes to a close, they bring in a new character that is called Gleb. I can't pronounce her name, but she becomes kind of a minor character towards the end. Now, this animation so far I would say it's another waifu animation. It's really another best girl animation. I don't know why I keep getting stuck on these, but that's what is happening lately. So, it's really all about demon lords and trying to stop people from summoning demon lords, false paladins, really just almost like a holy fantasy animation. It's got a lot of comedy, not really a whole lot of ecchi, even though it does have a ecchi title. It is really just funny, and I just really enjoyed the comedy in this animation. So, moving on to Diablo. Diablo is your typical character, main MC, male character in another world, Isekai. He's overpowered, and he does one thing, and he does one thing really well. Just absolutely murdering anything that he comes up against. He's a really good comedic relief. And you come on to Rem, who was my favorite character. Now, she is a cat girl, or a neko, and she is like a real one. She's got the tail, she's got the ears, she's got the really bubbly, beautiful personality. I really liked her personality. She is my favorite character of the animation. She, like I said, she is struggling with something really dark, and she is afraid of other people because everyone has left her behind. Diablo is trying to help her through this thing. And she's a really, really great character. I loved her backstory and the way they wrote her out. There's no cliche. There is no bad writing in her. So then you move on to Shera. Shera herself is an elf. She is a princess. She is also struggling with something herself. And her writing is really well. Her character, I didn't care for it personally. But again, she wasn't my style of character. Her personality and everything wasn't my thing. So that is what it is. You move on to the fourth character, which Gleb. I can't pronounce her name. She's more of your lolly type. She was okay. I mean, she didn't get a lot of episode time or seat time, so I assume if they do a season 2, which they probably won't, we will see more seat time with her. I mean, this animation is definitely something that needs a season 2. Then there is Eldgard, which is another female character. She was really not a lot of seat time. She is just really hardcore, like demon lord worshiper. She is like a general. She fights really well. There's a lot of battle scenes with her. It's there's just not a lot to say about her personally. And then there's a holy knight called Alicia. Her name's Alicia. She fights pretty well. Her action scenes are well put together. Not a whole lot to say about her, other than she seems to be an honor-driven character, which I won't spoil it for you, but you'll see how that turns out if you decide to watch it. You have Sylvie, who is the guild master for the guild that they get quests from, which they really don't go on a lot of quests. It's kind of really just focusing on Rem and Shera's backstory and trying to help them through their things that they're dealing with. That's what the whole animation is about. But Sylvie, I didn't like her character art. She was just really a super lewd lolly and not really my thing. But hey, it's okay, I guess. I guess it's okay. I mean, so for this animation, the action scenes were good. It's got action. It's got really well drawn art. It's got great characters and backstory. It's not a bad animation. It's not like super top, but for an isekai, it was a really well written one and well put together. Now, some of the new ones that just came out during the winter, which I'm still waiting on episodes on, they're better in my opinion, but you know, they are newer. And anyways, this has been Otaku Alley, and I will see you next time.